Howdy. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Winner Winner Chicken Dinner Show.
So what did you do that you won a chicken dinner?
I finished first place in Friday night's tournament.
Oh, you really did? Well, you go,
Yeah,
dude. Did you win enough to pay for that Alaskan cruise?
almost.
Dang, dude.
You need to start playing poker.
No, because I'm not good enough at that. I'd have to buy Mr. Sadie's poker or Todd's poker playing course.
Sadie charges for, which reminds me, I need to give Sadie his promise. I made him a promise. If I ever finished in the top table at the Boski, so it's time. I need to remember, write myself a note. But yeah,
Well, congratulations.
$2,545.50.
Wow.
Damn, Todd.
How much was the buy-in?
Yeah, Roberta says, how much was the buy-in?
Well, I bought it one time for $11 and I lost it. So I did a rebuy for another $11.
Oh, wow. $22. That's quite the return on investment.
So I bought,
You need to turn that other light off, honey.
it was
No.
crazy, man.
You can't tell anything with that light off.
There were probably 15 times in the tournament I thought, oh, I'm almost out. But I just kept hanging in. Other players would drop off, and toward the end, I'm sitting there pumping my fist because every person that dropped out added another $100 or $200 to my winnings. And finally, I outlasted everybody. It was crazy.
Well, you just hung in there long enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of a war of attrition on those long tournaments. I started the tournament about 6 p.m. and finished at 1:41 a.m. the next morning.
Dang.
So 7 hours, 41 minutes. So I divided it up. I made 300 and something bucks an hour. That's pretty good wages.
Yeah, and you had fun. Well, I guess it was kind of nerve-wracking.
It was, man. My whole heart was pity pattering. Playing Old Maid? No, not playing Old Maid. I'm in a special
Now,
club
how
now.
does now with that kind of winnings, you going to have? Will you get a 1099 on that?
I don't think so because the banking is offshore. Like when you make a deposit to the place, it comes up weird banks that it's going to, like Mexico City or Cayman Islands or somewhere. So
The reason I'm saying I was asking about that, and I don't even know how y'all can play in offshore gambling sites unless they change the law. I used to play a game, and it was a virtual world type deal, and they had casinos in it, and they had to get rid of the casinos because you were gambling. And there, there's states in the United States that you can't gamble. It's not legal to gamble. But the servers were in the United States, which made it applicable to the United States. But the whole game had to apply by because the servers were in the United States.
No,
If that made
well,
any sense at all.
my bank is not offshore, so
Right.
if
So
my
you just
bank
have to
could
declare it on your own.
when I take the payout, I may take it in increments, so nobody has to know that I won a bunch in one sitting. But I don't know. If you won a big pot and there was no 1099 that came with it, would you claim it?
If it's the $2,000, I didn't think that was high enough. I thought there was a threshold.
Do you hear what she said?
Just no. I heard her talking, but I couldn't.
She said she didn't know whether it made the threshold or not.
I'm
But
sure I'm sure any gambling winnings is legally supposed to be claimed on your taxes.
once you bring it into the country or into your U.S. bank, then that's probably where it all falls into place. Having to claim it.
Claim it in 5 years. I got to take it before 5 years because, yeah, we've already got the money spent. 1201 is the threshold for claiming it, huh?
If you play, what Mr. Sadie says, if you win $3K playing poker at the casinos, you don't get a 1099 either. They only 1099 slot play.
It says 5,000 or more in poker tournament winnings must be minus the amount you bet or buy in. It's what TurboTax says.
Oh, so I'm under that threshold.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks you, Roberta.
You're welcome.
Where'd you come up with 1201?
I see it. I think that's discriminating about the slot play.
Yeah.
But then again, when it all comes out at the end, have you been keeping track of all your buy-ins?
No.
Okay, well, you need to go back and do whatever you need to do to prove that you had all these buy-ins, because you have now made a profit. Now you can show your lot. You can all these buy-ins that you have not lost your money. I mean, won any money off of. You can claim it as on your taxes.
Lag.
So you're just going to have to take some time and go back and print out buy-in receipts or whatever.
I just sent you the post that I found. If you want to give it to me.
So
It's in Discord.
This one win paid for all the losses I've ever had on there, plus quite a bit.
Yeah, but your taxable income is, if you had $1,000 worth of buy-ins and that's going to delay, change the amount that you've won. It's going to from 2,200 or whatever it was to $1,200.
Yep,
Your
then I'd
taxable
have to show
income.
all the tournaments that I made like $10 profit. So that'd be a nightmare trying to dig all that out.
Well, you know what, Todd? Sometimes you have to put in a little effort.
No, I don't. I'm lazy. I'm old.
What am I looking for?
So, but yeah. You can only use buy-in against the win if you do the long form. Free tax advice here. Hint, ignore me. Yeah, long form does not sound fun.
Why are you getting?
Oh. Roxy, honey.
Boom, 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 boom. I suppose I will ask my tax professional.
Yeah. Inquire about your tax professional. To your tax professional, because I always heard that it's your accumulated losses against your accumulated wins is your total taxable income. I'm not a tax professional, so
Yep.
I'm not going to say I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I've always heard. And Brenda, I'm not trying to be snarky here, but are you a CPA or something? You seem to know a lot about this.
I think she is some kind of tax pro.
Todd, you can give tax me up to $18,000 a year with no taxes.
You sound like 24K lag. So anyway, yeah, we'll use profits to defray the Alaskan trip.
Well, that's good.
It won't pay for all of it, but pretty good chunk.
Um,
That'll pay for the airline tickets at least, and then some. Your 24K burner account.
I was watching this thing, and I totally agree with what this guy says. I was watching this thing about storage lockers, and he and his family has like about 6 different complexes. And he says that they make a good profit off of them because they're all paid for. And all his children work for the company as managers of the different storage units, and they get a salary plus they get a hell of a bonus. And he said he's told his kids, he says, that's your inheritance. That bonus is your inheritance you're getting now and you can use now.
Mm-hmm.
Because other than your income taxes on it, there's no inheritance tax or any of that kind of mess. And he said otherwise he could just be banking all that money and then divvying it up after he dies. But he said that's not a good point. That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. If you got kids that aren't thrifty, then
too bad, so sad.
It might be good to make them wait a while, but if you got good kids who are wise with their good stewards.
Well, his thoughts is, and I agree with this too, is this is a chance for opportunity for you to own a home, pay for it, have it paid for by the time, you get ready to call quits, or you die and your family's in a better position.
Yep.
Yeah, Brenda, I knew that. You're supposed to, if you win $10 on a Powerball ticket, you're supposed to disclose it.
Yeah. If you run a garage sale, you're supposed to add that to your income, huh?
Now, Todd, will this $2,100, will that throw you into a higher tax bracket? And I'm being serious. I'm serious. You know,
I
a
don't
couple
think so.
$1,000 if you're in the wrong position in your your income, a couple of $1,000 could knock you over into the next tax bracket, or are you already in the highest tax bracket?
I think I'm very safe. My bracket has a lot of room over.
And I'm not trying to be nosy. I'm just being sarcastic because everybody knows how
No,
rich you are.
there's quite a bit more income I would have to throw me into a higher bracket.
Well, you know that whole Nessa says, but seriously, he does talk about your yard selling. That should be, that's probably going. That's probably just going to cause a whole lot of issues because people are going to want to, well, I paid this amount of money for that thing. Depreciate out the pair of Nike shoes that you paid $140 for, but you sold at the yard sale for $50. How long does it take you to get paid out, Todd?
Well, I had never taken a withdrawal out of this poker playing before.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to certify myself and my bank and my ID and my address. Had to jump through some hoops. Ordinarily, I don't think it takes very long, but maybe 2 or 3 business days. But because I wasn't certified yet, they've got to qualify my certifications that I sent them, and
Right.
that's taken another couple of days.
Yeah,
I did send them all the stuff, but yeah, Brenda, would y'all think less of me if I didn't claim it?
and Todd won some good money on his poker win. That's what the conversation is.
What did 24K say? Spend it on another sin to wash it. There you go. Yep. Yep.
Good morning, Felix. Yeah.
So I need to do something else sinful. So my parents always thought gambling was kind of a sin, but then she would do the little donation bingos and win a prize, and she said, "Now I don't know if that's gambling or not." But she didn't turn down the prizes. She would come home with a.
Yeah, gambling is a sin. Drinking's a sin.
Hey, Scarlett. Everybody, if you don't know Scarlett, she's an angel from England,
The porcelain
France.
princess.
Yeah, Porcelain Princess is, she's an angel. Just ask her. She's always in Victoria's and Larry's live shows. She's hilarious. I like her. They will carry. What are they carrying? A notebook? See, and this is no Scarlet.
Unless I've missed something in the last few days, hiring all those extra agents is the reason that the budget hasn't been gone through.
I don't think it was on the list of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not gamble. There is. I think the one that would be the closest was you're not supposed to love money more than God.
And this it says Catholics have confessions to make it right.
Yeah, see? Scarlett says, it's my halo. Scarlett's, she's adorable. She's buying herself a new Citroen, European car. It's cute. Kind of reminds me of, one of those cute little, British cars. The one that, Bourne drove in that first movie. What was that car? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Not sure.
Really, the new IRS agents are going to be packing? They may have to. They're going to get so much backlash when they start all their investigations.
I just want to know how much it costs at the end of the year for all these agents and how much money they recoup.
Yep.
Because there's enough Dewey Cheatham and Howe out there that will just beat the damn IRS to death.
Mike. But yeah, I took at $2,500. That is 1/4 of my 1978, 1979 teacher salary. That was 3 months of teaching. But then I had taxes drawn out of those checks in 78, 79, so it probably equaled more like 4 months of my first year of teacher salary.
Hey, Joanna.
That was a long time ago, 78, 79. You talk about some screaming interest rates, 78, 79, they were, golly.
Yeah, that's when people were paying 16% interest rates on their houses. Though.
I know.
No, I had to go over and look at the Citroen to see what their current models look like, and they're pretty spiffy looking. Man, they used to be ugly as hell.
She's a good girl.
That cactus looks pretty cool.
Huh?
I said that the Citroen cactus, C4 cactus looks pretty cute. And damn that supercar. The
Put the
GT. Wow. Is that what
put
you're
the
getting?
put the link in put the link in the chat there, Scarlett. We all want to see your new car.
If she's getting the supercar, then she's making too damn much money off of YouTube.
Yeah.
That thing looks like a.
Oh, you need a wrench. Let me give you a wrench. Da-da-da. Sorry, didn't even think about that. Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Add as moderator, standard moderator. Say. Now, Scarlett, if I make you a moderator, don't go getting all hoity-toity and timing people out and stuff.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to untime them out. Tomorrow, I hope Craig will pop back in as the land short picker and see if he can say anything.
Hydraulic shocks. I remember Citroens when we visited England and Ireland. I don't think that's the car or the rent car that we drove.
It still won't let you post it.
Should get there eventually. Scarlett's an angel, but she's kind of slow in the head. Just teasing, Scarlett. Just teasing. I think that's her real picture in the thing. She's got to be like really cute and young. Lag, you need to hook up with her. Here we go.
Todd, Lag is a 42-year-old mother of 3.
Oh, that's right. That's a cute car right there. I don't care who you are. That probably goes 60 miles an hour flat out. That's a sweet little ride right there. It's not very big. People in Texas would laugh at you about the size of that car. It's a little one. It's bigger than a smart car, but it's you can't.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I was looking at like the rally version. I guess is what it was. Yeah, that's a cute little car. Is that like a? Do you have right-hand drive in that thing?
No, she's in England. I think they have.
Well, that's the reason I said, does it come with right-hand drive or is it left-hand drive? Because the
What'd you
Brits use
send me?
right-hand.
What picture did you send me, Sadie? What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, it has the right-hand drive. Okay. Is that about the size of a Mini Cooper?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Jason Bourne drove in that movie.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had your car serviced? Are the brakes good? She doesn't even know what to answer. Drive on the wrong side.
Yeah, and I know there's people that loves the old Citroens, where they had the wheel covers, not the wheel covers, the what do you call it, where the fender comes down over the tire. Those long things. Those were so ugly. But I know people love them because they're classic.
Oh no, it's not lag. Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig. Yeah, wheel spats. Let's just call them those. I don't think that's the right word, but we'll call them those.
We just call them wheel covers here in the U.S. But it's been a long time since an American manufacturer made a car with wheel covers. Probably since the night.
Because my brother had a car that you could take them off of and put them back on.
No, not mud flaps, Phil. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Fender skirts. That's what they were called. As soon as I Googled it and I saw that, it's like, yeah, that's what they're called. Fender skirts. Anyway, that's a pretty spiffy little car. Yeah, Craig's on that. He's not on real time. He's off an hour or something like that. Yeah, Glock. Our mail delivery lady here, she's got a new Mercedes van, and it's right-hand drive. Now, when I lived down in York County, our mail carrier had a right-hand drive, but it was her car. She ordered it. I think it was a Nissan. But she ordered it through the dealer, and because she was a mail carrier, she could get a right-hand drive.
Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Yeah, we did. Fender skirts. That's what those things were called.
Yeah.
I knew the
I was
spat
just calling
sounded
them wheel.
close to it, but I knew that wasn't right. Or at least fender skirts is what we've always called them.
Yeah, you missed me. Yeah, had to hug and kiss my wifey. Good morning. Kiss an angel, good morning. Love
Did
her
she
like
know?
the devil when you get back home. That bumcrack had a birthday. We all were worried that he would make this birthday. I guess he's doing okay though. Spending so much time in the hospital the last 6 months. Kiss you too? There you go. Consider yourself kissed. Check my phone. I did. I'll check it again. Oh, here it is. Oh, you sent him the picture? You know how Lag is a big Phillies fan. Guess who wore their Phillies wife beater shirt yesterday evening?
Did you get that off the clearance pile?
Rocking that Phillies tank top right there.
You know, there's some, and this is just me and myself. I would pull for the Podunk Ponies against the Flyers, and they have no chance to win, but I'd still pull for them. Or because there's so many people that just jump on these bandwagons, the bandwagons of some of these teams, the Philadelphia.
That's right,
San,
Mike.
San Francisco 49ers, they don't pull, they don't follow them as long as they're doing really good.
He's got his wall of Elvis stuff up there behind him.
Yeah, you better watch out showing that picture around, Mr. Sadie. Your wife will think that you're trolling for a new side hustle, if you want to call it that.
Notice he didn't show his woman hands in the picture.
Yeah, well, that's because he had his beer in his hand. I can't tell you how the Panthers are doing, Felix, because I don't follow football. And I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. And I can't tell you how they do.
Wow, Sadie and Lag keep coming up with more connections. Phillies fans and Elvis fans. Shoot. Those two guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, I was a Dolphins fan when they first came online, and I knew there was a team called the Miami Dolphins. And that's been a long time ago.
Yep.
My younger brother played, little league football up into junior high, and but when he was on like the town leagues, the city leagues, they were founded in 1966. They joined the NFL in 1970. Anyway, he always seemed to play for the Colts, and that would have been the Baltimore Colts. But so we were always at odds. But I didn't follow football. I still don't follow football. And one of the reasons I don't follow football is because we paid like $500 million to this damn stadium up here. Taxpayers' money. And we don't get squat off of it, even though they say, oh, yeah, you get, we're hotels and all this kind of stuff. Well, I wonder where the hell they're staying, because after a Panthers game lets out, the interstates headed out of Charlotte, away from Charlotte, are full of cars. I know y'all.
Oh, Sadie. Redskins. Say the gun show. There's been such a shakeup in the NFL this year. I don't know. I haven't watched enough sports to know who's going to be the hot team this coming year. Probably
I just can't. It's just so boring.
Boring.
It's not fast enough for my ADD. As I said, I like hockey, and I like soccer, or
how is
football for.
How is hockey more exciting than football? Because
they slam each other against the daggum plexiglass and slap each other with hockey sticks, and that's part of the game.
It takes them 30 minutes to score one goal. I'm sitting there going, is somebody going to score?
Oh, I've seen whole games where they'll go the whole game, and somebody will score one in the last.
Yeah. To me, that's boring. I like to see like basketball's got some shot making and football's got some
I don't like
uh,
I don't like
scoring.
basketball because all the players are 9 feet tall and they can just basically just tip the daggum ball in the daggum hoop. They're so tall, and they can traverse the court in about 3 steps because their legs are so long. They need to raise the basket up about 3 feet and make that daggum court about 50 feet longer.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy hockey more in person.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
a
way it
lot of
is with a
fun.
lot of things, you know. I don't want to. I know that baseball games and football games are a lot more exciting in person, but hockey's hockey's probably the same.
We used to go watch the Checkers play a lot.
Fans throw beer at each other.
I don't know. It just, you know, my thing is like with even with soccer, it's not like okay boys, let's line up at the line and hike the ball and let's you know start all over again. That's just too slow for me. I mean, I know there's a lot of going on the lines and whatnot, and throwing the ball and all that kind of deal, but then it's stop, and then it takes them another 5 minutes before they even get back to the line again because they're throwing their yellow flags or pink flags or whatever the hell they throw, and
Soccer's like that to me too. It's so boring. They just kick the ball back and forth. Nobody ever scores. And they're always somebody bumps into them and they all fall down and cry, "Oh, he hurt me." Do do do. So, what's the stock market doing this morning? Do do do. Oh, we're up a little bit, not much. Up a little bit. Gold and silver are flatlined, going sideways. What sport do I play? Poker. Is poker a sport? I used to like to play softball and basketball, and I played a little tennis. Played baseball in Little League. I didn't, wasn't really good enough to keep going after Little League.
What is that?
America. Sounds like Roberta's got a clicky keyboard.
yeah, it's okay. She's like Beth. She just beats the hell out of that thing. Reseller rowboat. She's got one that sounds like she is just pounding that daggum keyboard.
I know. Frying a mouse in bacon grease. What else is going on in the wide world? My weekend of sales was kind of slow. I got 8 orders. Nothing big.
Can I get on the phone?
Yeah.
I mean, you can mute it. Hello?
Porcelain Princess used to be called Toilet Girl. She switched it. I'm kind of glad she switched it. It was Toilet Girl was cute, but yeah, Porcelain Princess is much better. Yep, gold's going sideways, not going up or down. And silver's going sideways, not going up or down. Hello, good night, John Fetterman. Do, do, do. I played again last night and won $2, which is better than losing. Yep. I spent $22 yesterday on poker and I won $23.89. What else is going on? You're thinking about sourcing in Philly, but I heard they're all like Fetterman over there. All right, Tom's out. Anybody else want to come in the chat? Here's the link coming up. And da-da-da. Because I'm boring by myself. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Your internet. Yeah, you say that every time, lag. Or your mom's got a firewall that prevents you from going live. Yep, correct. So, what else is going on? I bought some things in the auction yesterday, so after I take my packages to the post office, I'm going to go to the auction house and pick up the winnings. The winnings, the winnings. I bought some stereo equipment. What else did I buy? Bought 2 doorbell kits. I bought a big tote of Craftsman repair parts. Like if you got a saw that broke, I got belts and parts to fix it with. I bought a skateboard deck. I bought a buck knife. Bought a couple of pieces of antique brass or glass. I bought a tote of military surplus stuff. Can't not buy that. bought some outdoor flags. You know, Commonwealth Picker always talks about getting those like yard flags and selling them. They don't make much money a piece, but they don't cost much. There's probably 15 flags in there. You know, different celebrations like parts is parts. Remember that commercial? Little pieces parts. Um, a bid on a big old 3 cases of Post-it notes, but I lost that one. And I bought a shelf with like 4 pair of boots. Bought a Dremel tool. I bought some couple of Beretta knives. So yeah, got pickups to do. They look new, Brenda. You know, like yard flags that hang on those sideways. The thing comes up in an L shape and you hang the flag on the top. But yeah, there's like St. Patrick's Day ones, and there's Christmas ones. You know, it's just like holiday flags. 4th of July one, I think. Yep. There's Phil. Phil thinks a cat's got your tongue, Tom.
Okay, sorry. What did she say? Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything, and I couldn't say anything because Roberta had to get on a call real fast, like. So.
Well, good. It's kind of enjoyable when you're not talking sometimes.
Okay, well, I can fix that by pushing that button right there.
Just kidding, Tom. Just kidding.
Speaking of Beth, was just talking about her.
There she is. Aha.
She's talking about you abusing your keyboard, Beth.
Yep.
Because that clack, 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 clack you hear in my background is Roberta's keyboard.
Nah, it's just we remember a couple of years ago when you would come on the lives here in the mornings, and when you typed on your computer, it sounded like a minor earthquake.
Beating it into submission. Well, I spent a good portion of Saturday walking around the cemetery looking for some ancestors.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my father-in-law has some relatives. It would be Roberta's great-great-grandmother.
My great-grandmother and my great-great.
Sarah Jane was your great-great-grandmother.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, we were trying to find their graves because they didn't have monuments or tombstones or anything like that. Sarah Jane, we found hers because she had a metal plaque there. So he knows about where the other ones are buried. Now we just got to track it down if we can, because it's a family cemetery. We got to find somebody that knows where everybody's buried out there. Because
yeah, Mike, I've gotten quite a few lowball offers lately too. I mean, if you got something for sale for $150 and they send you an offer of $70, no. We're not going to do that.
You sure that's not Lag or Scott, Craig?
Yeah. I got them scoped out. I can see them coming now. But
which according to Lag, he's added a new scenario to his background. He's actually a burner channel for Felix.
Beth, I'm going to go get my auction wins this morning after the post office, so I probably will miss your show, but hope it goes good. Oh, yeah, that's good, Beth. My weekend sales were slow, but the poker sure made up for it. Jeez.
You going to go full-time poker player?
That would be fun if you could make a living doing online poker. You never have to leave home.
You know, I went to high school with this boy, and he was a good golfer. And after he got out of college and he was married, he decided he was going to try the pro route. And his grandfather bankrolled him. He said, "You got 1 year. If you can get your wife to agree to it, I'll bankroll you for 1 year while you give it, you try to follow your dreams." And after that year, he was doing good and he'd won a little money, but he said that was too hard to work. He said it was lots of if you don't like to travel, I guess it's a lot of work. He would finish up a tournament, and like the day afterwards, he was in his car headed to Wisconsin, and then he'd finish a tournament there, and he was driving to Houston, Texas, and then back out to Charlotte, North Carolina. And he said he wasn't at the level where he could afford to have a plane like some of the big guys did.
So Lag's having good sales and Beth's having good sales. I had a really good month of May up until about a week ago. Then it slowed down. But my 30-day is still slightly above average, which is good. Yeah, Saturday I sold 175, and yesterday I sold 100, so 275 for the weekend. Of course, that includes shipping and fees and everything. So,
Todd, are you at the age where you can? And I'm being serious. I'm not beating on your age. Are you at the age where you don't have a cap on how much money you can earn without affecting your Social Security?
I don't know. I don't think so, because my Social Security got cut about a year ago. They said, "Oh, we're paying you too much." BS. You're making too much money. Here, take a cut.
Honey, have you been to findagrave.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Findagrave.com.
Yeah, thanks, Fish. Roberta's already been there.
Aren't the local, didn't somebody courthouse or somebody keep up with records of where people are planted?
This was a private family cemetery. But my father-in-law's mother, they seem to have misplaced her. So I'm gonna have so we're that's in a different cemetery, and that's in a city cemetery. So Roberta's going to I'm going to get some contact information, and Roberta's going to reach out to the McDowell County or the city of Marion to find out about that, because my father-in-law, he's health comes and goes, and he wants to get all this stuff straightened out before he passes on, because he don't want his family to be, just forgotten, lost. So trying to be a good son-in-law, and because I walked my fat ass, I'm gonna be blunt about it. I walked my fat ass up a daggum hill because I wasn't sure we could drive up it, and I walked up that thing twice. I was ready to lay down under a shade tree and take a nap at the family cemetery, because you drive up a steep hill to get to the cemetery, which is flat, and I was pooped.
Mike.
We so see, in North Carolina, if you want to designate, and nowadays you have to have a survey of the area. If you want to designate it as a family burial site, all you got to do is do it and designate it, and start burying your family out there. In South Carolina, it's a little bit more complicated, and I don't know about the rest of the states. Just so you know, when you get old like me, you start thinking about stuff like that. Yeah. That's like the joke about I want to be buried in my Ford 4-wheel drive because there's not been a hole that it can't get me out of. Yeah, fish. Like I've mentioned before, I'm from Horry County, South Carolina, which is down near the coast. And I guess it's been about, I don't know. I was in my teens. They had like floods down there, and graves were caskets were popping out of the ground. So they buried everybody, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that's buried in the right spot. My uncle, who had a wrecker service, he ended up taking his boat and going down through the creeks, the rivers, because there's a lot of rivers down in that area, and helping drag up caskets and vaults back up to the shore, so the county people could deal with them. It was a mess. Nowadays, I think there's like a identification number on the vault, so they can kind of know where they're at. Texas Bandits, like the people that they make a trip to Disney World to spread their family's ashes, kind of frowned upon. But anyway, that's what I did.
Next to Elvis.
Oh, you went to the Bigfoot, or they went to Bigfoot?
Yeah, my son and his girlfriend went to the Bigfoot convention festival. They were expecting 40,000 people at this thing. Now, I know that's not a lot compared if they have a festival around Dallas and that kind of stuff. Won't just be cremated. They'll take you over to a volcano and just toss you in, and there you're done. What'd you do with your daddy's ashes? Oh, I know where they're at. They're someplace. They're right there, and they go down the mountainside to the water. So some of them's down there. And this, when I go, I want to do a Victorian funeral like they,
Hey, Mateo.
where they walk down the street and all the family and mourners walk behind it. I'm going to be expecting you and Bridget and Tara to be walking behind my casket just crying and just bawling your eyes out. Oh, he's too young to be gone. But you're right. Burials are not cheap.
Yeah, Mateo. Make a video on it.
Well, I'm just saying, and this, I just want to go out with a style.
Toss my ashes in the Gulf Stream. Man, you'd wind up in Greenland and Iceland and
Off the
Ireland
coast of the UK and
UK and the coast of France. It's a PDF file. I don't know we used to be able to make comments on here privately, a private chat,
right.
but I don't think we can do a private chat on.
You talking about between me and you?
We can do. You and I have our Facebook friends. I need to hook up.
If you go, well, on mine,
Facebook
if you go up
Mateo.
to inside of StreamYard, if you go up to the top where it says comments, there's a private chat right to the side of it. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about actually in Facebook?
Okay, there's a private chat, but you're the only one in it.
Yeah.
Mateo wants to send me a PDF when he finishes his file on that coin.
Is that the French Rooster restrikes? That's one of the coins. I thought I was like, is this like a battle in the French Revolution or something?
I don't know. Oh, okay. On your you got your email on your YouTube page. All right. Let's see if I can get there. Dun, dun.
Well, we had this situation over here in South Carolina where the guy was running a crematorium, and he wasn't actually cremating anybody. He was just taking them out in the middle of his 40 acres and dumping them out there. They made what was that, Law and Order?
Yeah.
They made a Law and Order criminal intent episode off of it.
All right, Mateo, I'll send you an email sometime today, I guess. Unless I forget. Then we can do it again. I'm an old man, I forget things. Okay.
If you can prepay, Mr. Sadie. Well, Mr. Sadie, there is a YouTube video, and I can't remember what the guy's name, but all his video is about planes, buying and fixing up planes and whatnot. And he had he bought one of Elvis's first planes that was sitting out in the middle of, I think they call it the Boneyard or something like that, out in Nevada where they take all the planes to. He bought that thing. He bought one of his planes. Now, it was owned by several other people after him, but I haven't seen what he did with it. I think he was going to restore it. For $15, you can come sit in the seat that Elvis sat in. The line would be out the damn yard. I'm assuming there's still the big following for Elvis. Priscilla, fix me a nana sandwich.
Yep, that's me. Silverhairstacker@gmail.com.
Mateo, you need to format it to go into a ebook and stick it on Amazon KDP. Even if people just want to go look at it, you make a couple of cents off of it if they have the borrowing program.
I know you got some collectibles, Mateo. It's you've talked about having some pretty cool things.
Where is he at? Where are you at, Mateo?
You're out west, aren't you, Mateo? Like New Mexico or Arizona or somewhere? Do, do, do.
I've been into Arizona as far as the other end of the Hoover Dam.
Oh yeah, he's up in Canada. That's close to Arizona.
Dang, Todd. My allergies used to be so bad. I always talked about moving to Arizona to get away from it. And Roberta's like, well, you'll go by yourself because they've got scorpions out there, so I'm not going.
Got to go with his uncle to the front door of Graceland taking pass.
Graceland's in kind of a dodgy part of Memphis, isn't it?
Oh, Lag, were you in the Maricopa County Jail? Is that sheriff in Maricopa County still doing his thing?
Is he the one that's putting up his own wall or whatever?
He's the one who would he would put those prisoners to work. If they didn't work, they suffered the consequences. And I think the money he got for putting them to work, he put into paying for their own food and shelter.
Are they the ones that? Are they the? Is he the one that had them sleeping in tents?
I think so for a while. Yeah, when they went to a job site to work, they just put up tents. And they couldn't escape because most of the job sites were like in the dang middle of the desert. You would have about a 5-day walk to get out of where they were to any town. Gwen's been to Graceland, I haven't.
I've never been an Elvis fan. I mean, I like his music okay, and I like his old movies okay, but as a big fan, you know, I'm not going to go out of my way to. Yeah, there's a guy that has a channel, and he travels everywhere, and I cannot think of his name because I'm getting old and forgetful. Anyway, he travels to all these different locations, and he just drives down back roads, you know, from point A to point B. He doesn't get on the interstate, looking at different attractions and things like that. And he was. Good morning, Glenn. He was in Memphis, and he was talking about it's kind of like in a dodgy area now. When Zombie-Geddon starts, all the Elvis fans will be heading to Graceland.
You think?
Mr. Sadie, are you a diehard Elvis fan? So is Chick Picker.
All right, looks like I got it, Mateo. Thanks.
Just remember, go to the Cracker Barrel during the Christmas season, and they usually have Elvis Christmas ornaments out. They're like little Elvises in his different outfits. All right, Todd, it's 10:19. I got to
Dang,
get out of here.
you got a bunch of stuff.
Do what?
Mateo, he's got quite a collection. He's showing 276 coins. Jeez. You made a mistake. You put 276 on the last two.
Hey, Harry. Anyway, Todd, I got to go.
All right. Time to end the show anyway. Thanks
She,
everyone for showing up.
she
Nobody
is
ever said congratulations on my win. They all just said, you gonna pay tax?
well done. Well done, Todd.
I owe it all to my sensei, Mr. Sadie.
You'll be able to
He
wheel
taught
and
me everything.
deal, wine and dine, grin when you're on that cruise.
All right. See you tomorrow on Tom, the Queen City Pickers channel, folks. Bye.
Bye, guys.
End broadcast. Not yet. End broadcast. Okay.